Alright. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So today with another video, and today we're going live. So right now, this is what we're seeing right now. Some warnings, some watches, and some tornado warnings, watches, and thunderstorm warnings and watches. So as you guys can see, we had this little line that passed through Montgomery about 30 minutes ago, and it's going to be going into Columbus. Dalton is the future. Uh, Barry, I can't pronounce that. And if it does make it to Douglas, that could be there by later on tonight, around 10:30 tonight. So the thing I worried about this storm is because we have a bow with this storm right now, which can cause uh, hail, some tornadoes with it. So let's actually go take a look at the warnings and watches right now. So here is our warnings. All right, so we're going to go into the tornado watch right now. Alright, so let me click on this. Bring my web paint out. Alright, so you guys can see we got the severe weather right here. That's what's gonna probably bring a lot of tornadoes, even right in here. Maybe right here. But really we're worried about this line right here producing a lot of tornadoes, hail, wind. We could probably see some supercells on this soon. Pretty sure. And then let's take a look at some thunderstorm warnings and watches. Alright, so I don't understand why this is on. Um, um, this is why is this watch. Really nothing up here. I noticed some earlier towards Virginia Beach area, all that right there. Corolla and all that. You guys got some battering storms. So that's gonna be canceled. One. Alright, I wouldn't really. I would not count this one really. I don't see the point of this one really. There's really no storms in here. So let's take a look at this one. All right, so this one, like I said, we got that low area. That's what's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if we do see some tornado watches or warnings in this area right here with this little bowl right here. Um, Pretty much, like I say, Columbia, you guys got for that. That's probably gonna be there in the next 20 minutes. And then, you got a little bit right here. Earlier, I would see some tornadoes. So pretty much you got all this back here, rain. But really, we're concerned more about this right here, and maybe some back here where some severe thunderstorm watches. All this right here is going. I think if I'm right, I have to go check that pretty much the future radar for this. So let's look at the severe weather for now. All right, so this right now, this is going to be our heavy rain. So you guys, you get our marker out real fast. You guys look, we're high in this area with severe thunderstorms. There's a slight right here, which I wouldn't count that. I'll count that off now since that storm has passed through. And then we got a slight in these areas right here. So let's go into tornado. So our tornado probability is a 5% as of right now. Not too much. And then we had a 2% chance of it happening, but I would count that off. So that's X out. Anything that's really over here now, I would X off because we really are not seeing not too much of a severe weather. So let's go take a look at that really fast actually. Let's clear that. See if we got anything down here. So maybe. But yeah, this is that. Let's actually go through. Yeah, so I really wouldn't count anything off. That was at so it was 8:47. So really I would count all this off right here, because if you go back here, we're not really seeing something until really Kentucky in this area. So really I would count that off. So let's actually um and then here's our win probability, which I would everything that's star marked, I would drop really this right here, I would drop back to a 5% chance, just because that storm passed through earlier. 45% chance of strong winds, 30% chance down here, and we got 15% chance. So really all this, I think, if I'm looking at the radar, it's all moving this way, which could go up to the north. So, like I said, I would go bring this back down to 5%, because that severe weather is out. So let's actually look at the hail probability for right now. Alright, so our hail probability is pretty high within this range, all this right here, but really normally hail is in the back part of the storm. So if we go on to windy, the radar. Alright, so here you go. You got your storm right here. This is where hail is going to be located. Even in here, you see a lot of thunderstorms within this area. So if we look right here, let's zoom in to Columbia, or Columbus. You guys are you guys are probably getting some winds right now, right in this area. Probably, I would say, 40 is not the best. KT, not the best. I'm not right on this stuff. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be watching out for this bow right here to see, and we got some other places to watch. So let's clear this. We're gonna exit out of that. Here's our satellite imagery, and let's just call it satellite. So this is gonna be the 7-day satellite. All right, so this is our So if we look in this area, pull the paint out. All right, so if you look in this area, this is where our storms are starting up right here. This is where we're seeing most of our severe weather, and then there goes nighttime. All right, so I'm actually gonna move this a little bit. Move it down here for now. All right, so here we go. So as you guys see, our severe weather is really up in this area, really amping up the last couple hours. Seeing so severe weather up in these places for parts of really into tonight. We're gonna start worrying about Georgia, South Carolina, and maybe even the North Carolina. So some stuff is gonna start amping up, but right now that is what our satellite imagery is looking like. Our satellite, if as you guys could say it. So let's actually look at this one right here. Let's actually look at this to see something that they posted. This is posted by the NWS Storm Prediction Center. All right, so this is going into. Let's go show. All right, so this is going into day one. So next tomorrow, pretty much, we're looking at if we get our. So tomorrow we're looking at really all this right here, bad storm right here, is going to be going up into the Georgia area and to the Carolinas. We're talking about minor, and then we're talking about slight for parts of South Carolina. Um, really tomorrow I don't think we're going to be worrying about the storm too much, besides in parts of South Carolina and Georgia. Really tonight you're going to see most of this. So if we swipe this, get our my. Alright, so So we look pretty much that we're gonna go see if anything else is popping up right now to see what's happening. No, just to see because normally this is live and normally I don't like. All right, so we have Florida warnings for Virginia, uh, parts of Sanado, Virginia until 12 a.m. tonight. So if you guys are wondering, we got some flash flood warnings. All right, so 25 minutes ago, this is 8:45. This just expired. So Springsfield, you guys are good to go. Um, it expired about a good 10 minutes ago just now. 11 seconds ago. So we're talking about severe thunderstorm warnings for Clemson and Ocala till Florida. So we're talking about into Florida until 12 a.m. tonight. You know. All right. So this was posted 1 minute. All right. So MOB continues tornado watch for Larden Mobile Atlanta or AL. Not Atlanta. I don't know why. AL and Escobar. I ain't even trying to pronounce that. Sant Rose, Florida. So we're talking about ALFL. Um, till 10 p.m. So you guys got a good 2 hours or an hour and 10 minutes to hour and 5 minutes till that really comes in. All right. So this was posted 2 minutes ago. So so here we go. We're gonna scoot this down here since we want to see some of this. Like I said, guys, like I was saying, I am worried about. It probably won't let me draw on it. So it will not let me draw on it. So yeah, it won't let me draw. But like I was saying, we are really worried about this line right here with just tornadoes and all that and severe weather because this is our cold front coming through and pretty much we're going to be seeing some some severe weather for Russell. Um, so this is a BMX Aspires severe warning. So this is aspired, but just for this area right here is aspired. But really, within this line right here, we could see a lot more severe weather. I wouldn't even doubt it. So let's go back on to the latest. So so we go into Columbus. You guys are affecting it. I know you guys are getting some torrential downpours right now. In this area, Hamilton. We're talking about some severe weather. Pine Mountain, you guys might get some of this bad storm right here. Yeah, if it keeps going on. Gringo, you guys just missed that little right here. Then we got San Nicola, and then we're talking about Wave Wavella Hall. We're just gonna call it W Hall. Um, you guys could see right here. You guys could probably see this line coming in around 9:20, 9:15, around there, moving at this area. Columbus, you guys are gonna get it. You guys are gonna get about a good 5-10 minutes of this severe weather. And for the people that are joining our live stream right now, we are currently tracking down some severe weather for parts of. We're tracking some severe weather for parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, Kentucky, Alabama, Georgia, even going into Florida and leaving Mississippi. So I expect this storm to be all this area. I expect this side of this storm, all this right here, to be gone later on by 12 o'clock tonight. For But really, back here, that's where you gotta worry about hails, severe thunderstorms, all that. So if we go up to here, we're gonna go up to here just to check some stuff out to see. We still got a severe weather on um the peninsula. That's what they would call it, a peninsula, since it's surrounded by water pretty much. Yeah. All right. So if we go right here, Georgetown, Lewis, Ocean City, Benicia, beneath. I can't pronounce that. Speech. You guys are going to be seeing some moderate weather. Let's go. Actually, let's see if we're going to be seeing any high winds with this one right now. So I'm going to actually we're going to move our tool over here for now. All right, so let's see if we're seeing any high winds with this as currently right now. So we're going to go to wind gust. So yeah, we are seeing some high winds with it, 19 miles an hour, 19, and then before the storm, we're talking about 23 for Bentley Beach. Let's see what we're getting for Bentley Beach, 22. Some wind gusts. All right, so um, let's rain and thunder in this area. We're not seeing too much rain and we're not seeing too much thunder in this area. Thunderbolts. Really, the thing I'm worried about is Snow Hill. You guys probably just got this right here, but what I'm really worried about in this area was some high winds and heavy weather. So we're actually going to be taking a look at pretty much, yeah. So we got some thunderbolts up in here. Really, we're not looking at little thunderbolts up in here, but really we're seeing thunderbolts up in this area right here just for that. So as this begins to move out of your guys' area, let's the wind gust. 22 miles an hour, 22 on land, 22. So as this begins to move out of the area, this is probably out of the area by probably 9:05. Looking at it. So look at some more stuff. Just cover that real fast. This is all going to be moved off the shore probably in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Um, Pretty much you look over here. Now this storm right here did affect we still got part of this storm lingering on the coast of Corolla. We zoom in Cape Hatteras. Then you got Corolla right there. This is gonna be gone in the next 5 minutes. And then we got some little bands, not bands, but little spots of storms up in uh Columbia. I can't pronounce. I even try. So here we go. If you guys are in this area, a little bit of rain, nothing too bad. And then we got some rain up in a little line up in Richland, Goldboro, Smithfield. You guys are gonna see a little bit of some storm. Let's see. And then we're gonna go down here to South Carolina, right? Yep, South Carolina. On Myrtle Beach, you guys are getting to get some severe weather in this area. So you guys look, we got some severe weather right there. So we're actually going into this is probably gonna be in the Myrtle Beach area within the next probably 5 to 10 minutes is my estimate. So if you guys are just joining the live stream just now, we are tracking down this severe live coverage of tornadoes. With the severe weather right now, we're expecting severe weather, tornado watches, tornado warnings, um, severe warnings, thunderstorm watches, hail, strong winds, tornadoes, supercells starting up, microburst starting up. So, like I was saying before, this Myrtle Beach over here, we can see some of this right here on in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So I would say around 9-10, we could see some severe weather. So let's look at some wind gusts real fast to see if we're seeing any type of wind gusts. So if we go to 16 miles an hour, we're not seeing too much of a bad wind gust with this. Let's check in front of it. Yeah, we are seeing a little bit of wind gust in this area, so let's clear this real fast. Let's go back to our weather. And then we got some more back here. Not too much. I'm not gonna worry about the stuff. That's just the thing I want to worry about down there in Myrtle Beach. It might, but it's definitely gonna probably come into North Myrtle Beach. Let's see what this is gonna time out. What we're looking at the last hour. So as you guys can see, really, it's actually dissipate since then. Within the last hour and 8 minutes, we look as the more it gets up to shore, it's dissipating. So really, it's not gonna be a bad system. So if we go up in here, we're gonna cover some of this stuff right here, to track out some time. All right, so uh, we're talking about. Let's look at the about an hour and eight. All right, so you can see, as you guys can see, um, really it has gotten bigger since the last hour and 8 minutes. We're looking at, and really this area, but that's not gonna be. We could see some tornadoes, high winds definitely. I wouldn't doubt it. Let's mark this real fast just to see if we're seeing any high winds. I normally do this, and then we're gonna turn on our some severe thunderstorm, some thunder bolts in here. So it is showing some type of movement. So it is still good enough to let some bolts out. So we're going to be looking at some wind gust. All right, so our wind gust. If we look in this area, 25 miles an hour, we're seeing good gust. Uh, in this area, 11 miles an hour. Let's cancel this real fast. Right here, let's check right here, 28, and we go back to satellite radar. Right in this area, we're talking about good. Yeah, so right now we're seeing some stuff. So let's go to wind reports. All right, so these are the these are not the gust right now. These are the pretty. These are pretty much the wind. What's the wind looking like right now? So we go down here. Let's go to this. So within the storm, we're talking about good sustained winds up to 16 miles an hour. So we're talking about a good chance right now. So we are going to scoot this all the way up. All right. So um, if we look, let's go back over here. Columbus, you guys are past the severe weather. Like I said, we're talking about I can't pronounce that. We're just gonna I'm gonna circle it. If you guys are in this area, you guys are gonna get some severe weather coming your way. Um, some severe, pretty much weather and some severe winds in the area coming in. So we're going to be looking at this storm. This what it looked like. All right, so we look. All right, so this storm has weakened now. We are seeing a lot of dissipating within this storm line right here, compared to really red back then, and now we're looking at not so much red. The red is more spaced out, and the reds begin to slowly disappear. So I think by time it reaches down to parts of, probably it might even like start dissipating by Richland, and after that we're talking about some not so much severe weather. Um, but although you still want to keep out for like spots like these, I'm going to be surprised if we do see warnings and watches. Let's see what time this watch actually drops down from. We're gonna take a look at it real fast, see what time this watch drops down from. So a let's click back on that. All right, so we're gonna click back on it. If it does it again, then we're going to refresh the page. Just going to see some things right now. So if we're looking right now, I think looking right, we are seeing some watches right now, some severe thunderstorm watches. All right, so as the Virginia and North Carolina coast, you guys have had that watch dropped off from you guys. Our tornado watch. Let's look at the tornado watch. So this one is good until It was issued May 4th. So today is the May 4th. Updated May 5th. It should be 4th. Expires May 5th at um 3 a.m. So we're going to click on it real fast to get a good update. So this has dropped down actually a lot. Instead of it being this big old area, it has strengthened a little bit. Let's look at some so we're talking about 3:30 p.m. May 4th. Uh and then it was this is when the storm came out. Um that's when and then this was did and from 3 p.m. until 10 p.m. So you guys still have a good 50 minutes until this tornado watch expires. I'm gonna be up here for probably next probably a good hour or two. Just keeping our live update until some stuff starts simmering down and calming down. So let's look at some synergy. If you guys are just now joining, we're covering the live severe weather. As right now, here's our watches. If you guys just want to see, uh, tornado watches, severe thunderstorm watches, and we're talking about some pretty much, and going into tonight, we can see more tornado watches and severe thunderstorm watches. All right, so that was just about 30 minutes ago. Don't worry about that. So let's look at the storm right now. So we are going to be seeing some effects right now. Right now we are seeing let's go to so we look up to here. We got a little red spot. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys are seeing. So this was just updated just now. All right, settings of watches like I was looking for. So as you guys can see, we have flash flood watch for these areas. Let's move it. I feel like it's good to move this thing right up the middle probably and just exit this out real fast. So we move it back here real fast. Alright, so here's our watches and warnings right now. There's this they normally don't do severe watches and all that, so here we are. We're going to be looking at the Douglas, you guys are going to see probably some severe weather coming in. Let me turn off the sound right now. So if you guys go look, we got some stuff up into Palm Coast, Orlando. Uh, so we zoom in right here. I know this area pretty well. DeLand, Dalton, Daytona Beach, Palm Coast, and some in parts of Orlando. So you guys can see we got some. So let's see if we got any type of wind gust up in here. So 19 miles an hour. Daytona Beach. This is right before your guys' things coming in. This little dots of storms. 24 miles an hour of a gust. That's just the estimate. I imagine it's right in there. So yeah, you guys are seeing. Normally you see more of a gust before the storm during the storm. Like if you guys are right here, let me pull out my marker. If you guys are here right now, you guys will see some gusts, but compare it to if I turn this to red, compare it to right here, where you guys are gonna get right in this area, you guys are gonna get a good gust to like 20-30 miles an hour. Unlike in here, you guys are gonna get probably gusts to like 15-10 miles an hour, because really most of that severe weather comes before it, but during it too. But um, you won't start seeing hail into these places right here until inside the storm, or tornadoes. It never goes ahead. Only time you see severe weather, or you're able to tell that storm's coming, is if it gets really windy and dark. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram on Storm Chasers, I'm currently going to be making another Instagram. See some cloud covers tops. I'll show you later on. So we're going to be looking back at that area just to see, just to look at it. So we look, we're just gonna hit that. We're gonna reload it. So if we look, we're looking at some severe weather down there in Kentucky and in Tennessee. We could see some severe weather within the Nashville area coming in like this. Bow, Bowling Green. You guys are gonna get some severe weather probably within the next probably 10 to 15 minutes, if not already. Since this radar is 8 minutes behind. We're going right here, and then we're going to be looking at some humidity. Let's see what the humidity is looking like. So in the storm. So right now we're talking about 100% in the storm. So you can tell this is a very moist area. Um, right before the storm, you guys can see we're looking at so much, but you can see during the storm we are seeing some severe humidity causing the storm, which is going to feed it some more energy. Humidity, normally all that moist air, nice air instead of dry air. Storms normally don't make it through dry air 95% of the time. So let's look at gotta see if we got some bad waves. So no, not really. We're gonna look at the temperatures before this front's coming in, so you guys can actually currently see where this front is. We're talking about 82 in Douglas, and then we're talking about behind this front. We're talking about in Montgomery 71 degrees, where or 73 in Columbus, where the front just passed through you guys. That severe weather. Um, so if you look at Bolton, you guys are getting to see that probably the next 10 minutes, if now. Thompson, you guys are going to see some. Now I am worried about this area right here. I'm going to be covering this for a good minute or so. I'm really worried about this area. Depending, let's look at the way it looked like before. Let's see. So really, was earlier at 8:10. So an hour 6 minutes ago, was at L.A. Grange. So really, it has strengthened a lot more since then. We're talking about it's strengthened a lot more since then. So we look compared to, so it was at 60. So let's go to let's exit this out, because so we look at right here 41 compared to so this might miss I would say so we look Griffin, you guys could probably see this if it does go in this manner of order, like this, if it does go like this, let's see, let's mark it out. So right here is gonna be severe weather. Let me go right here. If it is moving in this area, we can expect it to go like this. if it keeps so. Uh, Probably right in this area. So we're talking about McDo, Lucas, Groove, um, Jackson. You guys are gonna get some of this water right here. Not Jackson with this purpleness, but on the outer edges. But really, I'm worried about right in this area where the circle is. But like I said, it could weaken, which more likely is gonna weaken. But this could probably be in this area next probably 30 minutes. Um, I would say about a good 25 to 30 or 40 minutes. So if you guys are just now joining the live stream, we are currently tracking down severe weather right now for parts of Locust, Groove, and McDo. Um, Maybe Griffin, you guys could get some of this. So here we are. Right now, it's moving pretty fast. So if we look at this is 9:10, so 8 minutes ago. So let's see if we can reload this to see if we can get up to date. All right, so we can see. I think Griffin actually has a good chance of getting this storm right here as it continues to strengthen. I don't see this weakening anytime soon. I'm really concerned because it is moving down a little bit. So, um, we could talk about Griffin, Lucas, or just call it Grove. Jackson, you guys are not out of this. McDo. I would say anyone. Let's get this marker. Anyone within this area. Let's move it over here. So I would say anyone within this area in the next 35 to 45 or maybe even an hour. So I would say Griffin, you guys are got probably another good 15 to 10 minutes before that's if that keeps going your guys' way. We can expect that if it keeps going that way, we could expect Griffin in the next probably 10 to 15 minutes, maybe 20, 25 at the most. And we're going to go to Grove in this area probably in the next 30 minutes. And then the McDo, if it does make it in there towards there and that weekend, we can talk about that area being in the next probably 45 to 50 minutes. And if Jackson somehow gets hit by the storm, I could see it happening in the next hour. In this time. So we covered that just for a minute. We'll go back to that in a couple minutes. Let's go look at this severe line. Alright, so we look if we look right now, we are seeing this actually not be as bad as it was. It's not as red as it used to be. It's still red, but like I said, most of this wind is gonna be strong before here. So let's actually check. Let's check the line. So I'm gonna mark the line where it is. See if we got any strong winds before the line. So we look. Let's go to our wind gust. These are just good estimates. So 18 miles an hour, 18, 18, 20 miles an hour. So, let's go back to our satellite, our weather radar. All right, so this was let's let's just keep playing this. All right, so yeah, like I say, guys, peak, and now let's begin the weekend a little bit. Since then, as you guys can see, is weakened a lot, and as you guys can see, this storm was moving about 40. This storm is moving really fast. Columbus, you guys just got hit about a good 21 minutes ago, and it's already right here. So this proves to you how fast the storm is moving. And then we're talking about right here where this Griffin area and Jackson and all that, where this storm is strengthening compared to being a little teeny baby leaving L.A. Grange going into Griffin. We can expect that to happen in the next probably I'm gonna say 10 minutes as fast as this storm's moving. This storm is currently this front is moving in a straight pace like this. But then you have all your stuff up here just moving like this. So If we look in the last hour and we got over here, as you guys can see, we go to Kitty Hawk, Duck. Really, all this is moved off your shores. Like I said, guys, is none of it's here anymore. It's left. So nothing to cover over there. This is a little storm right here, and then we go into here. Nashville. All right, so we look up in here. See Murder Beach. There's actually I actually forgot to check it on the storm. See if it's strengthening or weakening. So Murder Beach, it actually missed Murder Beach by a hair, and actually it's beginning to shrink a lot since then. So you got your storm like this. The storm once was like this, and now it's turning into this right here, and now it's going into this type of stage. So really, since then, it's this big. It's weakening. Um, so as you guys can see, I think by the time it gets up to North Murray Beach, it's not gonna be as strong as it was. So I'm not too worried about that anymore, as much it was in Johnsville and. But then we got some more storms down here in Barnwell, Waterboro or Water. I can't pronounce that. Furman, and then we go down here. Savannah, you guys are looking quiet for now. Hinsville, you guys are looking quiet for now. You were talking about. I can't pronounce Douglas, so you got that. Then we got some down here. In Franklin. You guys can see that. Delton, that's gonna go up. Miss you guys. So you guys won't be seeing. You might see the outside of it. Douglas, you guys got a storm just passed you in the last probably hours. So there's the storm, and then we're gonna pause it again. We're gonna go to live radar. So if you look this area, yep, so it is confirmed we're going to be seeing this area moving into Griffin and probably Locust Grove. Mick, though, I think this is going to be missing you guys. Trust me. But it is looking like it is beginning to actually weaken a little bit since then. Compared to let's look at 5 minutes ago. This is what it's looking like. If we compare it to if we go back, let's go back 16. So if you guys look, it has moved since then. So if we go in the last 25 minutes, see, 22 minutes ago it was really strong, and now it's beginning to fall apart. Normally storms like these, they do not last for a long time, and they're quick. They normally last very quick. So really nothing to worry about in this area right now. Griffin, yeah, you guys might see some wind. So let's actually take a look at the winds. The wind gust, 22 miles an hour. Check inside the storm, 22. These are gusts right here. So let's actually turn on our own. So these are sustained winds right before the storm. We're looking at a good 4 sustained winds. This is the airport at northeast. It's going towards northeast. 4 miles an hour, 63 degrees, and we go up into here. Locust Grove. We're talking about a good 4 miles an hour, 2 miles an hour, and then gust 4 miles per hour. 65 degrees. So right here, we don't have a gust for this one yet. Right now, I think the gust is broken on that one. And then we go down here. Let's see. So our winds are 9 miles an hour. Let's see. Our gust is 18 miles an hour. So this one's the highest one I've seen so far. These are probably not all true as of right now. So like I said, guys, you guys could possibly see, yeah, like I said, this storm right here, Griffin, is beginning to more widen out. It's not gonna be, it's probably gonna bring some severe weather and some bad. Let's look at see if we got any warning updates since then. So we're gonna go to the warnings. Or I meant watches. Pardon me. Still looking the same. Nothing new. Nothing that's expired. I know. Tornado watch is getting me to expire in the next 30 minutes or 32 minutes. So, if you guys want to update on the storm within, if you guys are looking at time period for tonight for this storm line, I can turn this off real fast. This storm night, I can see it. Georgia is going to get affected by the storm tonight. I can see it. Really, we're going to see a lot of bad storms for parts of. I would say, let me circle anything that's within this area for tonight. In this area is going to be affected at least by either today or tonight, later on tonight, or tomorrow morning. It probably won't be as strong as tomorrow morning, like I was saying. It's probably gonna be a lot weaker because this storm is beginning to dissipate a little bit since the last hour. So I'm gonna try to stay live. So if I look, let me get my charger real fast. So here we go. Got my charger. And if we look, pardon me guys, we're gonna look right now. Look for the charger. And the charger. So if you guys are just now joining the live stream, if you guys are now just joining the live stream right now, we are covering the severe weather right now, parts of Georgia and parts of Alabama. So really, this is all going to be going to the east, so southeast. Is really going. No, if you guys ever wonder how to remember your compass, never. I've always learned never eat soggy waffles. So we're going to the east, southeast, or east south, however you pronounce it. Really, the storm is moving towards that area. So, like I said, you guys can see Atlanta. You guys are back here. Montgomery, Columbus. You guys are probably a good. So we go into Let me scroll to that storm. Let's see. Griffin, here we go. Griffin, you guys are actually getting that rain effect right now. Locust Grove, I think it's actually gonna be dissipated by the time it gets down there. To you guys. Jackson, I think you guys are in the picture now. Mick Doe, you guys are probably out of this picture now. You guys are going to get back here. Gonna be as bad. Then we got some parts of this line right here. Warren Springs, you guys just got affected by this. Thompson, I'm expecting you guys to get some next probably 5 to 10 minutes, if not now. So if we look at Jackson, I think you guys, but by the time it gets to Jackson, which is probably gonna be the next 20 to 15 minutes, or even 10 minutes at the most. That's the fast route this storm's taking. This is going really fast as of right now. We look up here. We're gonna go back up to the Tennessee area. We're not looking at too much right now. We look up in Tennessee area. You got another bad line right here. So we're gonna be covering this right here. This is gonna be our bad line that's gonna be fetting for tonight. So, anything that's above this front line is. Let's look at this line about what it looked like an hour 6 minutes ago. So really, it has strengthened in the last. See any wind gusts before this. 37 miles an hour. So here we are seeing some wind gusts up in the front of this right now. yeah, we're gonna worry about this line right here for parts of Elizabethtown. Then we're talking about Dan. You guys are getting to get in there. If anyone's watching this is going into, I believe, this is all going to be going into parts of Virginia. Probably later on tonight. If we look, we could talk about in these areas, anywhere in this area right now. So, if we look, Danville, Richmond, and down here in Kentucky. Then we go into Tennessee. We can see some severe weather going into Nashville, Jackson, pretty much. And then we look up in here. We're going to be scrolling through this line right here. So we look right here, Griffin. We're looking at this right now. Right now we're not seeing too much. Let's see if we got any watches, or I'm updated. This tornado watch is actually going to be closing within the next 20 to 25 minutes. So, if you guys are in this area, let's scroll in. If you guys are just now joining, if you guys are in this area, make sure you take close doors. Make sure you're safe. Stay away from windows. Put helmets on. Anything like that. Take safety precautions. All right. All right. So right now we are talking about counties. So here is our counties right now. So we're talking about can't really Hattiesburg. If you guys live in this area, we're gonna zoom in a little bit. All right, so if you guys are in this area, I'm going to be. All right, so if you guys are in this area right now, take cover. Just for the watches and warnings right now, just take safety precautions. Doesn't just because this is his watch doesn't mean you guys are going to get hit by the storm. All right, so we're gonna go to warnings. So look, severe thunderstorm warnings, and then we have floodings, and then we have a tornado warnings shaded in red. So there's nothing shaded in red. It's outlined red. Red means watch. So we look at the radar. Like I said, these are lines in the back, and then we're gonna talk about our greatest wind damaging winds, isolated tornado threats, sound focus across the small parts of central Alabama in short term. All right, so this is where right now this is where we're seeing most of this. This is where our severe tornado is gonna be looking at. Just to cover this, soon I will be upgrading to more radar equipment. I know. So here's our parts of this pretty much. Then we're talking about the line right here, and then Griffin. We're talking about some severe weather, and then Jackson. We can see you guys getting affected. This is probably going to be less uh um severe than down here in Griffin. It's going to probably be affecting you guys in about, I would say, 10 minutes at the fast rate this storm is moving. So if we look at low clouds, let's look at the low clouds right now. So not too, these are our low clouds. So we're going to be looking at, all right, so this is where our severe weather is right now. So we're looking at, this is where our most severe weather is going to be located right now, where we're seeing a lot of severe weather. So we go up in here. Like I said, even up in the north, we're talking about severe weather up in there. Now we don't have no severe severe thunderstorm warnings or watches in this areas. Only thing I see right now is right here. But if you guys look, if we look, this was the storm. That line. So I'm beginning to see a lot of dissipating into this line. Um, it's not looking as bad as it was. Really, you behind here, you guys can see a lot of hail, strong winds, even tornadoes within this area. The worst part I see of this storm right now, as currently, is part where it is and Thompson, where this is about to get affected. So right now, where I see most of this bad of the worst storm is right here, where it's shaded all in mostly red. But right down here, I'm not saying these little spots right here are not bad, but I'm talking about the most obvious right here. So like I said, it's making a pass through Griffin. This is probably gonna be out of Griffin's area in the next probably 5 minutes. I would say around 9:48, or maybe. Well, this little red thing, I would say around 9:43. You guys could see this out of your area for Gripson. Thompson, you guys could see this in the next probably 5 minutes of affecting you guys, if not right now. And then we're talking about right now. And then we go on to down here. We're not really in too much. Let's look at the for the Murder Beach area and in north of Murder Beach. So really, you're not really seeing anything. Carolina Shores, you guys are not seeing too much. I'm gonna be live until 10 o'clock. So guys, make sure you're just staying. If you guys are just joining, we're checking the severe weather, and right now we have currently tornado watches for parts of Florida right now, going into Alabama. So we're going to be let's look on let's go on real fast just to see what we're seeing right now. Just get a little live update real fast. I haven't checked this in a good few minutes. So we're gonna wait to load. So while we're waiting that for the load, we're going to be looking at. So like I say, yeah, we're going to be seeing most of this. Thompson, you guys are probably getting the wind effects right now. So as we wait for this to load. All right, so this is the 2000, yeah. So then we look down here. Flash flood warnings for Bayou near Louisiana until further notice. So this is until they call it off and they know. All right, so this is our severe flares up again Saturday through Thursday, southern plains to lower Mississippi Valley in the zone of SW upper flow ahead the New Rockies through. All right, so we have another flash flood or flood warning, I should say, in Texas, Minico, Texas, until 11 a.m. May 9th. So, like I said, this is if we look, pretty much. If we click on this real fast, let's just see real fast what we're seeing. This was posted. See how long ago this was posted? 9:02. So this is what the line was looking like. So we're seeing some bad line with this. So we're going to be looking back at this line. See. All right. So we're looking at it. Thompson, you guys are getting ready to. It's not already getting the effects of rains and all that for it. So I'm gonna be live until 10 o'clock, guys, and then we're gonna call it off. And hopefully you guys enjoy this video. So right now we're looking at Griffin. You guys are getting to the end of that And then we go into Jackson. You guys are gonna probably get into here. Locust Grove. You guys are gonna probably get the edge of this. Jackson. Like I said just now, you guys are gonna probably get the center of like Griffin did. Thompson, Yettsville, Oilingbroke. You guys can see most of the severe weather coming your guys' way. It might weaken it, might strengthen. The future is kind of unpredictable. All right, so we see a little outbreak right here. And Fritzgrat, I can't pronounce that. Jacksonville. Uh, this is state. Jacksonville and Alabama. I don't know why I'm thinking Alabama. Georgia. So Jacksonville, you guys are gonna probably have this coming your guys' way. Has strengthened in the last probably I would say good probably 30 minutes. Has strengthened a lot since then. Uh, and then we go in this area. Dalton. So let's go look at the system radar as updated. Alright, so we're seeing Griffin. You guys get into the end of this. Locust Grove. You guys are getting to the major storm of this right here. Thompson, you're getting it. You guys are getting probably some downpours right now with some strong winds. Evil, you guys are in the center of it. Butter. I can't pronounce that. I'm not gonna pronounce. Junction City, you guys just got that over that worst storm. You guys still got a little bit of storm behind you guys, but not as bad as this storm that's coming through. Like I said, guys, this storm is going to be affecting through the night into parts of Alabama, Georgia, Florida, and then we got more storms up in here. That's going to be affecting parts of West Virginia, Kentucky, Virginia, and even going to Pennsylvania and Maryland and New Jersey. So we look that storm that came through the pretty much parts of Cape Hatteras and Corolla and um, pretty much Naxay and all that. That's offshore right now. Atlanta, you guys missed that big storm right there. Like I said, this line, if I mark it right here, this line has weakened a lot since the last parts of the last hour. I want to say last hour but we do have this big jumbo right here right now that has some probably some severe weather with it. So let's erase that, clear it. So I want to say within this area, really within anything within this area. So like I said, with anything in this area. So we're gonna erase this. And we're gonna go into here. So we're gonna look at the Griffin area. So right now it is currently moving in. So we're gonna take that Griffin area. Let's clear this real fast. So the storm is currently moving in this area. So we're gonna see what it's gonna be looking like in the next pretty much in the next probably I would say this is probably the next hour 45 minutes. I'm pretty sure by the time it gets to this point it's gonna be weakened, but just to look just in case. So we're actually gonna clear this and get a little bit closer just to see. I do want to get in this area right here. All right, so if we cover the storm right now, so this is where the center storm is going to probably right in this area. I want to say it's going to be here. So this is when the storm is going to be. All right, so if we look at so the storm is moving in this area. So we look right now, we're going to be seeing the center of this storm pretty much the center of this little teeny thunderstorm right now. We're gonna be looking at. I'm pretty sure by the time it gets by Newborn, it's gonna be more likely weakened. I think as soon as it gets behind Jackson, it's gonna be more weaker because you know you gotta cover It's got to go over those waters and all that. So that's what that's looking like right now. We're gonna look at this storm right here. If we look right here, Thompson, you guys are in the center of the storm. You guys are getting that. Yeatville. You guys are getting that bad right now. Ideal. You guys are getting it. Andersonville. You guys are getting ready. Probably wins as of right now. And then we go down here. Like I said, guys, be live until 10 o'clock. Maybe a little bit after that. I'm gonna wait until probably the tornado watch gets off. Until then, we're gonna be covering this. So let's actually go check on the tornado watch just to see what we're going to. All right, so the tornado watch, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at this to see what time this is going to be. All right, so it was so like I said, it's going bad in 12 minutes. So once this go bad, we don't have watches. After that, normally the next watch is affected until 10. So we have no more tornado watches. I'm gonna call it off live because tornado. I'm at severe thunderstorm watches. I'm not gonna be too concerned about it. But if you guys look, that pretty much we're talking about not too much besides this area of tornado watches right now. But this is going to go bad in 11 minutes. As we and if the Storm Prediction Center decides to continue it, they will, and we will stay live until then, or at least halfway until that watch goes bad. But I think this is right here. If we zoom in, we look in here. If we look in here, I'm really not concerned about this area anymore. Really, not really. Just the fact that the storm's actually really moving really fast. So I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, we're gonna check this in the next 11 minutes just to see. So, if we look at, some more radar. So we're gonna go back up here. Thompson, you guys are getting that center of that storm right now. Griffin, like I said, Jackson, you guys are gonna get the outside center. This storm is actually it's weakening so much between Griffin and the last 5 minutes. You see how big difference? That's how fast this storm is moving. Locust Grove, you guys are seeing some severe weather right now. So, like I said, we're gonna continue to stay alive until the tornado watch goes off effect. If they decide to keep it on, then we're gonna stay alive at least halfway into that. Just to keep you guys updated. If you guys are just now joining the live stream, right now we're covering up some severe weather that's going to potentially go into tonight for Florida, Georgia, and even parts of South Carolina and Florida. So, like I said, Jacksonville, you guys got this bad storm. Let's see which way is moving actually. So right now we got it moving in this way. So we're gonna pull out our arrow tool, the center of it. Let's see where the center of it. Excuse me, guys. Let's see where the center of it's going. So we expect it going on right on top of Jacksonville. So in this area, so we calculate this. Try to make it straight as possible. Ooh, what's going on? So we're gonna erase that, clear it to my end. But like I said, this could be all expected in the Jacksonville area. You guys could see it in the next probably, I want to say, next 10 to 15 minutes. Even sooner probably. That's really the only thing I'm worried about besides in these areas. You guys this has been strengthening. All this right here has been strengthening. This is all beginning to make its way towards the Myrtle Beach area, Charleston. I think you guys are gonna miss out on that, Charleston. It's going to be probably making its way until tonight. It's probably gonna make its way into North Carolina. So let's actually take a look around the Kentucky area with this. We're in Oklahoma right now. Let's wait to load. So that tornado watch is getting ready to actually go off if they decide to keep it. Like I said, we're gonna stay alive and hopefully. But here's our little line again. Another line right here. Not looking as bad the other one down there, but if you look, it's a lot skinnier. We're not carrying as much bad water. It's just a quick line, but it's gonna be a bad line for parts of it. So then we go down here, Nashville. I think you guys are gonna end up missing this line right here. You guys might get part of this line right here, but you guys are gonna definitely miss this line. I think Bowling Green, you guys are gonna see some. So if we look back here, let's look at the water. So here's our line. You know, it is looking a little bit better right here, but like I said, we're talking about. Let's see. Actually, I was actually a couple minutes skipped over. I said our storm. This line is still looking pretty good. You know, uh, they might keep this tornado watch in this area. Just be honest, they might keep it for the next probably 5 to 10 minutes if we look. So right now, if we look, they might end up keeping it just probably for another 30 minutes. They might not. They might just if we're not seeing no circulation or cells starting up in there, then I think they're gonna take it off. We're gonna keep an eye on that real closely. We only have about 6 minutes left until that new watch here comes. Either that watch comes off or it keeps on going until 10 or till 11, I believe so, or 11:30. It all depends up to the national storm prediction. So really, this is where we're worried about right now, and then parts up here. So yeah, you got really where we're looking at. We're gonna zoom out the whole entire United States and see where we're looking at. Most of our severe weather is in Atlanta, you know, Alabama, Georgia, going into Florida, North Carolina, and then we got some more severe weather in Texas, Kentucky, and Tennessee, West Virginia, and then we got some more severe weather up in parts of north. So I know there's a drought in this area. Looks like they're not seeing no rain anytime soon. Once again, so like I said, we only have 5 minutes left until this advisory or watch, I should say, until it gets dropped. So we're actually going to keep an eye on it to see. Like I said, they might keep it, they might not, but we might have more watches coming. And we do, I'm going to cover it just for a good probably 20-30 minutes just to keep an eye on it and see what we're looking at. So it's like I said, 5 minutes. So let's actually go check right now to see if we're see if anything. So like I said, we got until a good still a good bit about 4 minutes until they drop it. So we're gonna keep up. So let's update. I'm gonna update you guys on this area now. So pretty much. Okay, put on charge. Go put on charge. You the video game. Alright, guys, so I'm back. So our 20 our watch is every getting ready to aspire to see keeps on going. Probably not, but let's look at this right now. So let's reload this just to see if we got anything. So pretty much if we look in this area, Thompson, you guys look, we're at pretty much past that point. Zoltan, Griffin, it's past. This is beginning the weekend a little bit. Jacksonville, you guys are getting ready to get affected by this little storm right here. So we have one more minute until this area until down here gets dropped, which I think is going to be dropped out because we're not looking at too much of badness. I would have to get radar, which I'm thinking about investing to actually, and probably the next 5 month. But right now I'm working with what I can get right now. I'm starting off right now. So if we look, we got our little big line right here. So pretty much, all right. So right now we're gonna look at this to see if it updates. It probably is gonna be a couple minutes before it. So we're gonna see until it updates. All right. So we're going to be in effect Tuesday until 10 p.m. So we're gonna wait actually a good. Let's just keep on talking about this. So here's our line. But it's just, we're talking about some severe weather, and then, we're waiting for this our watch here to drop or keep on kicking in. So if you guys are just now joining the live stream, pretty much, if you guys are just now joining the live stream, if you guys look, we have some severe weather. For Daytona Beach, even down here, not severe weather watches or warnings, but we got some weather down there. Some of this is beginning to weaken a little bit. So then we're talking about really now we're talking about area right here that was really pink out once, or purple we should say, for these areas. Jackson it's more of weakened now. So like I said, newborn, you guys are really not gonna get the worst of it compared to what we did for Griffin. And so we're talking about in a good, if I get my tool out, excuse me, gonna move it real fast. All right, so we're gonna right here, Griffin. I went on top of you guys. So within the hour point, it is moving this far since moving a lot. Since then, an hour and a half ago, we're talking about this. So we're going to check on to see if this is actually updated a little bit. So we're gonna close this window and go into this right here to see if it's updated. It probably is not updated yet. I'm pretty sure. Normally they're on it. Let's see. So let's see. #5. Florida continues included are so pretty much Jackson, and then we're talking about. So we're going to see. Let's actually close this. See this. See if they bumped on him up or bumped it down. So still it's not updated. So we're gonna actually wait because it probably does take some time to get through. But really, I would looking at this area, I would remove the tornado watch for this area. But then again, I had to have a tornado, pretty much a tornado radar to see if we can see some rotation. Like I said, I'm close to getting investing into some of that stuff. So if you look, pretty much this line right here, we're talking about a good, Macon. We're talking about some severe weather coming you guys this way. Really, all the way into tonight for all these areas. I think you guys, for especially Georgia and Florida, you guys are gonna be seeing some severe weather with this line right here. Now, there is one thing I am concerned about. Is it because it is a bow right here, which I think there could be some tornado watches the next time it does update. I think there's really gonna be a tornado watch within this area. If not, then I'm gonna end the live stream, and we should be good for the rest of the night until I'm pretty sure something else is gonna pop up later on tonight. And but if you really, I'm really concerned in this area right here because we have a really bow line, and this can cause microburst, which a microburst is pretty much when wind dumps down from the sky and goes, and it can get gusts up to at least a microburst. You can get gusts to I think 150 miles, between 20 to 150 miles. Where I live, we've had a microburst and it landed and it caused some very bad. It was only lasted for about a minute or two, and it caused the most damage I have ever seen in my life. It's kind of like a tornado, but it's a quick version of a tornado. It's probably just as bad as a tornado. So, but it caused less damage. So that's why This is what I can see in this area. So we're going to see if we're going to be seeing any new. Just check it to see if we're going to. So I think it might be in effect till tomorrow. Now, it wouldn't make sense to be in effect till tomorrow. So we're actually going to be just still staying live stream just to see. Let's got some. Let's look at some satellites right now. So here's our satellite right now. So like I said, you guys can see where this very bad severe weather right now. You see those cloud tops right there off that storm right now. It's looking pretty. So if we look at let's look at this real fast. So pretty much if we look, and we're looking right now, I said this boat is looking pretty neat in some parts. And then right here, this is where like I said, this is what I'm worried about in this area right here with some bad. So I don't normally like to use that radar just because of the blurriness and all that. So then we're gonna look at our jet stream. So this is our jet stream right now. The swarm is playing so low this time. Then compare it so we can play. All right. So like I said, this is our jet stream right here. As you guys can see, let's get my mark. As you guys can see, if I can. I'm going to be marking it right here. So this is pretty much our. If I can erase this real fast. So you guys can see that's our jet stream right now. This is what's causing this right here to be pushed down low. So that's pretty much just all it is right now. So let's look at the rain total for the next 5 days. So this is your next 5 days rain total. We're going to be seeing a lot more rain coming in the areas, and then we're going to look at the next 24 hours. So really, a lot of it's going to be in the next 24 hours compared to the next 5 days. Now, something I do want to take a look at is the drought map to see what we're seeing. Alright, so here's our drought map. Some of the spots, I guarantee you by tonight, there's not going to be a drought in parts of the parts of even in the Alabama, Georgia. I doubt there's gonna be a drought down there. So we're going to scroll back up to see if they update this. You know what? I bet we can go in here to see if we've got an update. So I'm gonna go up here real fast. So we're gonna wait a minute. Alright, so TAE updates severe thunderstorm warnings, winds 60 miles per hour, hail, and then we'll talk about cancels coffee Atlanta, so I think it's canceled. Or I'm at Alabama. Continues Dale Henry, Alabama, and quiet. I'm not. And then Roloff, Georgia, till 9:45 p.m. So that's expired. So if you look, we're actually gonna go into the hashtag and see what we're weather. See, because normally those are updated. So we're gonna go to latest. No, let's probably get it. All right, so like I said, things are beginning to wind down. Like I said, the worst of the weather will be arriving. Like I said, in Florida. Like I said, really a lot of stuff's calmed down since. See what we're seeing right here. So we reports some down tree reports. And then, so let's see actually. Another incoming thunderstorm for this area right here. I think the tornado watch has been dropped because we're talking about a lot of flood advisories or flood watches or warnings. I'm thinking we're actually getting towards the end of this right here. So we're actually gonna go on to see if this watch has been dropped. If not, then I'm pretty sure it has been. I'm just 100% sure it has been dropped. It probably takes a minute for them to update it. Well, let's actually go into this. Actually, let's see right here. So the orange means severe thunderstorms. So they've actually changed it to severe thunderstorm warning now. We do still have some tornado watches up in this area. Look at some radar imagery. So this is where So really, yeah, I would say the tornado was pretty much over hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna get off the night, enjoy it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And if you guys did, I consider like and subscribe and turn on post notifications. Until next time. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Until next.